Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a treat tonight. The views stated in this track are solely of the Block himself and cannot be reproduced or retransmitted except by Block Basics Productions, BBP, and their affiliates.
Yeah, no, I'm serious about bringing you down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 437 of the Terrell Effect. We're here with Qshan Deya. What's going on, King?
Yes, blessed love, my brother. Peace and love. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. Now, the song that you were playing while we were backstage, it took me a second to clue into which one it was because I've never heard the rendition played the way you played it. So I was like,
oh, thank you.
Yeah, my daughter was like, is he playing a harmonica? I didn't want to say that. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it's a melodic.
Yeah.
Melodica. It's just like a keyboard. You just use the air to blow into it, and then you use your fingers to create the notes, just like a regular keyboard. It's just that when electricity is gone, I'm still live.
Melodica. I must add one of those to my repertoire. So
Yes.
It was a melodica that was being played. That's awesome. Okay. See how air can create. You see how powerful we are as a people, though? We replace electricity, fam.
Yeah.
Come on now. Like,
Yes, King.
yo, that you just opened my eyes to a thing. It's like this is the episode before Christmas. I don't know if I'm doing one on Christmas Eve, so I'm here, you know what I mean, holding it down in my Christmas garb, just trying to, keep it festive, like celebrate how you celebrate. I find that of all the different things that we use to differentiate or make ourselves similar, like head coverings are one of those things that we use a lot. Like there's so many different styles.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that, we're here. You're here from Ghana and West Africa right now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. So let's talk. What was your first experience with music?
My first.
Okay. We just lost contact here for a second. Hello? All right, so we have some of his music here.
Off. So let me.
There we go.
Make sure everything is off. I did. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. We are back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so my first experience with music was at the tender age of 9 in the Caribbean island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I was born in Union Island, which is the land of the runaway slaves. It's a 3 square mile little volcanic island. It has a dormant volcano, and it sits between St. Vincent and Grenada.
Okay.
At the tender age of 9, I used to be in this church choir. And as you know, everyone thought in the church.
Yep.
And after singing in the church, and I never knew to this day I would have been pursuing music on this level, on a professional level, until I migrated to the United States in 1996. And I've been living there for many years and merged into reggae in 1999, recording my first reggae track called Journey, which was released in Brooklyn, New York in 1999 and later became my debut album in 2001.
Okay. Storied history. So, all right. 91. Now, it's safe to say in 91, we were dealing with a completely different platform, a completely different layout. Like we didn't have things like social media. We didn't have things like streaming platforms. We didn't have this 200 plus different areas where you could actually broadcast your music. But it's looking like we still have a bit of work cut out for us where it comes to like having our work represented. You know what I mean? Like world music, for example, encompasses a lot, but they don't have as many genres in some of these major fields. But what would you say? What would you say is the reason why like your music stands out above all else?
Well, I think clarity. A lot of artists sing reggae, but you don't understand what they say. I
You're not
go
wrong.
above and beyond to make sure my diction is clear enough that a little child in the home can understand what I'm saying. And my music don't need to be beeped, or I will say, my music don't need to be turned down when it's playing in the home of any class or any race of people, because it's world music that talks
Ah,
about social issues.
ah,
There's no defamation of female character in my music. My music is to uplift the human race, and the African people at, at, at an whole, first and foremost, because you always have to dance at home before you dance abroad. So most of my music stems from my experience in my everyday life,
I like
because
that.
music is life.
You have to dance at home before you dance abroad. I like that. I like that. That's a good saying. Um, so all right. So yeah, man, this is interesting. This is definitely interesting. You got the album Freedom Street, which we're gonna get into. We're gonna play some excerpts from a little bit later. You know what I mean? But right now we're getting to know you as the artist, as the creative, as the man, Qshan Deya. You know what I mean? We got DUI in the building, driving under insanity. He just sent me like I don't know if it's a rough look at what he was working on. He's got a project with someone else,
Nice.
and the track's called Cartoons. I don't know if I'm
Oh,
allowed to release that information, but he knows better than to tell me anything on a Saturday when I'm live.
yeah. Respect to that.
Like I think he fed me that information because he wanted the people to know that, you know what I mean? He's also live later on tonight at xrpradio.co.uk, where you can upload your tracks and have them played for up to 150,000 plus people across the span of
Wow.
the
Awesome.
globe. So, you know what I mean? Tune in 6 o'clock to Hosting Under Insanity on xrpradio.co.uk. Chat with him by adding /chats to the end of that. And you know what I mean? Get in the mix with one of Canada's hardest working producers.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. So, and he's open to work with people too. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think that I would make the kind of song that I made after getting one of his productions. Like, I was trying to approach it from my experience,
Yeah.
but I had to empty my cup, so to speak, in order to approach it as it was required. You know what I
True.
mean? Like it's different when you go by when you look at things based on your experience and then based on the perspective of unknowing. So
Yes.
we're going to talk a little bit more about perspective when we get back. You can catch us and the replay at Zeno.fm/CULCHASHOCKRADIO. That's Zeno.fm/Culture Shock Radio. We're in the mix. Come get your fix. We'll be right back shortly after this. All right, and we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? We are here with Qshan Deya. I'm saying that right, correct?
Just stress the Q more. Qshan.
Qshan Deya. Okay,
Yes.
Qshan Deya. All right.
Yes. Perfect.
Cool, cool, cool. You see, that's how you know the man knows his phonetics, eh? He didn't just get ignorant of me and say, no, you're not saying my name properly, and then repeat it. He told me specifically which aspect of the word I was not saying properly and how to correct it. That's how you combat ignorance with information, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Yo,
Salute.
listen, them things said, yo, them don't know where we're upon, but we tell them.
You
All
see
right.
it?
So working on a cover art and mixing. Yeah, that cover was dope. We have your album here. Oh man, due to certain confines, I can only play so much. And I see you have this here, and like we're gonna add this to the mix. But we definitely have to play the title track, Freedom
Yeah,
Street.
yeah.
Freedom Street. But
Because it actually tells my story, you know.
all right, all right. Okay, so we're gonna hear the story of Qshan Deya through this mix here. But before we get it in there, before we start playing it, all right, now, what is your ideal creative space?
My ideal creative space
Yeah.
is okay. Uh, right where I'm at right now, here
Mm-hmm.
in Accra, Ghana.
Okay.
Peace. I don't have to worry about my car double parked, waiting for parking, or I worry about somebody to give it a ticket. So I'm stress-free.
Mm-hmm.
Stress-free environment where I don't have to worry about nothing but just be creative. Uh, uh, I'll say your location has a lot to do with that creative space. And
Mm-hmm.
right now, I'm spreading this to the world. Ghana is the best place on earth. If you've never been here before, take an opportunity and visit the city, Accra, Ghana. There's many beautiful parts of Ghana you can also, but if you come to Accra, Ghana, it's
Yeah.
up to the time of any city around the world. New York, Miami, you know. So I must say, kudos to all the people who are keeping Ghana safe and everyone who come here and have a good time and spreading the words of, you know, coming back to the motherland. If you want to search your roots, you come to Ghana and you can get help with that. You know, like me, I trace my roots back to Ghana, which is Kwashima. I was born originally, Kellis
Okay.
Calvert Kwashi. So like you were saying with the creative space is basically me being in a space by myself.
Okay.
Sometimes when you're in a space by yourself and a company by yourself is better than being in the company of a stranger. Because when you don't have people around you and you're in the late hours like me, for example, I don't sleep. I go to sleep 7:30 a.m. every day in Ghana. So I'm up in the night time where my creative juices actually ignites. So in the
There
late hours when everyone is resting, that's when I'm at work with my creative space.
there are studies that show the hours of 8 o'clock and on are when most people find their creative capacity to be heightened. And I do think it has something to do with exactly what you're saying. The more people that are awake, the more psychological pollution you got to deal with. The more people are thinking and putting their energies into the air, the more things you have to overcome. And I know Africa is big on proverbs. A lot of the proverbs that I know, if they're not directly from the Bible, they are most often African. I even made a song, and you might be familiar with this one because you strike me as a person who is proud but not prideful.
Yes,
A lion doesn't worry about the opinion of sheep's,
so true. Correct.
right? So when we're out there doing our thing, we're not as concerned with what other people are doing because we're doing our own thing. And I want to commend you for, getting to this point where you are producing the point where you're producing your music and you're being heard and people are recognizing your skill and your talent.
Respect, King. Salute to you.
Done,
And
no,
I
done.
appreciate you because without you, which is the vehicle to take it to the people, because people don't know there's a connection between a disc jockey and an artist.
Yep.
Without the disc jockey, the artist cannot be heard. So everyone has a role to play. And some people stifle good talent, and some people harness and nurture and expose good talent. So I say salute to you and this platform for giving me this opportunity here, 2024, to let people know who I am as an artist and to follow my works because my works is for a just cause. It's not for the hype, it's
Hmm.
for the just cause.
And that being said, let's get into the track. We're gonna play an excerpt from Freedom Street here live on the Terrell Effect.
Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, yeah.
That's smart. That's a wooden USB right there. Is that not with the brand Freedom Street album and Qshan Deya on there? That's higher power.
Yes, my brother.
Promises I've been making all of these years to go back home to the land of my forefathers, where they were never captured and slain, but live as kings and queens in the land where my history remains. We were taken by force to different countries around the world to walk the slaves. Pity they don't know how our offsprings will grow and search for the truth untold of freedom street. Come and walk with freedom street. That's where we meet. Oh yeah. Promises I've been making all of these years. Go back home to the land of my forefathers, where they were never captured slaves, but live as kings and queens. The land we remain. We were taken by all the different countries around the world to slave. They don't know how our offsprings will grow and search for the truth untold. Come and walk with me of freedom. That's where we meet. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Terrell Effect episode 437, and we'll be right back with the 16 and out mix. All right, how's it going? We are here, and it's a decent Saturday. It's winter up here, so you know it's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
Can't really complain because you know it's coming every year.
Yeah.
Aggravates the sinuses a little bit because you got the forced air and all of that nonsense. What's the atmosphere like?
And plus you're competing with chemtrails.
Right? Listen, man, as bad as it is out here, you can see the sky start to get grayer and grayer as you go from where we are out in the countryside towards where there's more buildings established. And it's just like, I don't get it. I don't get it, man.
Some design, brother.
Yeah. So that track right there, Freedom Street, it had a Barris Hammond vibe to it, if you will.
Oh.
I don't know if you're familiar with the artist Barris Hammond, and if you don't know him, that makes me.
Yeah, Barris Hammond. Anytime you meet him in person, tell him you meet Qshan Deya, and he will say, "Oh, Big Voice." He calls me Big Voice.
Big Voice?
Yeah, Big Voice is his nickname. He calls me. Anytime you meet in person, you say, "Barris, you know Qshan Deya?" He'll say, "Big Voice." Yeah, for real. He respect me so highly that one time I was performing in Jamaica, and he came up on the stage and asked me to wheel up and come again. So he respect my vocals. Yes.
Models things.
Yes.
Models things. Okay. Big stage, big voice, big tune. Freedom Street. If you look for that everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. Okay, so what I want to do is this. I want to do a little bit of a mix here. I have some of your songs, and I'm gonna go in order from go in order. I'm gonna take a couple of the songs as they go. So I'm just gonna play like the intro,
Yeah.
little bit of the verse, some of the chorus, and then spew it out. They should go and get the album Freedom Street on all streaming platforms. We're
Yeah.
just giving you an idea of why, you know what I mean? Support your local anything, because before they were worldwide, they were right beside you.
So true. And this is the platform they can exclusively get Freedom Street album, because guess what? There's a challenge. As an up-and-coming artist still, because I'm not fully established, you go through the struggle of signing up with people like Spotify and all these different major platforms, and they don't really pay artists like myself.
Nope.
So I have a personalized platform called masajo.org. So they can go to that site, masomasajo.org. If you forget it, you go to my Facebook, Qshan Deya, facebook.com/Qshan Deya, and you can see that link where you can purchase the album there. And you can even inbox me, and I can ship it to you. You Momo me the cost for it, $30 US, and I'll send it to you. I'm doing this because artists like myself who's struggling, you don't really get anything back from Spotify except you hit millions of streams.
Yep.
So with me having this, all my sweat and tears and creativity and intellectual, creativity I've put into my work, I have it in my hands. So when someone meets me at a show and they say, Qshan, can I get your album? I say, okay, you can take it for a drive, because it's a USB drive.
Yep.
So this is the reason I'm letting people know. So it's not on the regular, you can get it on Audio Mac, but it is not on the iTunes, because I've been doing these things for many years and it never paid me, my brother.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So have you heard of a site called Bandcamp?
Bandcamp. I know BandLab.
Look up Bandcamp.
Okay.
Driving Under Insanity basically swears by it, and he doesn't support things that don't have purpose. By the way, check out Driving Under Insanity later on tonight, hosting Under Insanity, xrpradio.co.uk. You're going to want to also check out youtube.com/@POEZ. That's @POEZ on youtube.com. The man has an array of videos on there. He opens cards. He does Halloween haunt type stuff. He is a poet. He's I think a national champion poet, if I'm not mistaken. So Qshan.
Yes, King.
Driving Under Insanity would love to see some uploads from you for the show that him and I are working on, so we can make a feature. So we can feature you on an episode. And I agree.
Respect.
So xrpradio.co.uk, and you go to the top right corner of the screen. After you make a profile, click on it. You can upload all the information that's there that you have to add. You need a cover for it, and I got your promotional package, so I can see that you have all of that stuff with it. So that's that's light work, as they say.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. And the next thing is, because we here at Expose the North like to support talent when we see it, and we know not everybody gets the shine they deserve, no matter how hard they're working. I have your press kit. I am in the process of working on the next issue of Culture Shock magazine. I have no problem including your press kit in there, because you've come on the show and we have our, we have our understanding and our work that we got to do. So let's work
One
together.
and watch another, my brother. Respect.
Done no.
Yes.
So yeah, we're definitely in the mix. You can get Freedom Street, Qshan Deya on USB stick. Yes, Sunflower in the building promoting the Freedom Street album. I like that the wood look. We did one run with a golden brass one, but it didn't hold as well. And I think the wood it's
Yeah,
less.
the wood. Yeah. The wood is very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unique, and it still gives that touch of class to it.
Yeah. It still pop.
It pops, yeah, and like I see the gold lettering on it. It's dope.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it even got the email address to book me.
That's how you promote yourself, fam.
Yeah.
You cover all bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like I said to a lot of people, the beauty about getting this
Yeah.
is sometimes someone can approach you in the dark and you can take my USB stick and say, come on, like this, flick it like a knife and say, come on, let's take a drive up Freedom Street.
The promo sounds itself.
Because Freedom Street, my brother,
Yeah.
I want to let you know, it's a street in Osu, Accra, Central. So it was not no misconception. Before I repatriated back to my motherland, Ghana, I was writing the album Freedom Street, and I did come here, set up my own studio, and finish the album in Accra. And then when I took a Uber to a restaurant, when I walked around a few blocks away, I realized there was a Freedom Street. So everything was destiny.
Oh man, it writes itself, ladies and gentlemen. From Ghana, West Africa. You know, my first experience with a man from Ghana was, I think I was 8 years old, and I met a young man named Bismarck Boateng. And the confidence that he approached with was unfounded. He's like, yes, my name is King Bismarck. I am from Ghana. How are you? And I'm just like, bro, I don't, like, nobody approaches me like this. Like, how do I, this is so respectful, but we're going to talk more when we come back from this break. And, you know, Qshan Deya is in the building.
Respect.
All right. So, you know what? I'm going to get into this mix right quick. It is off of the Freedom Street album. You can get it on Masajo.com. Masajo.com. Let's go.
Why? In this life, no victory without fight. In this life, no victory without fight. In this life, no victory without fight. In this life, push without your mind. Some will walk and talk with you, but deep down they hate you. They greet you with their two face. They never congratulate you. Their smile only lasts for a while. Wolf in sheep's clothing, you cannot disguise. In this life, no victory without fight. The kingdoms of this world and of this Christ. Shining in the place for the righteous, not a home for the not a place for among of iniquity, but a home of love and purity. Sanctify your soul in of His majesty. Then He will guide through this place of tranquility. Of Mount Zion in my soul. And we are one chosen. Of Mount Zion in my soul. Boy,
Episode 437. That's another fact. Part of the Village Global Network. We're here with Qshan Deya, aka Big Vice.
He goes up.
Track's called Rescue.
Who's gonna rescue the poor man? Who's gonna rescue the poor woman? Who's gonna rescue the starving generation? You Mr. Politician. Who's gonna rescue the poor man? Who's gonna rescue the poor woman? Who's gonna rescue the starving generation? You Mr. Politician. You bribe the people with bread and butter. Still they are living in the gutter. How did you make their life better? Mr. Jacket and Tie, tell me. Poverty from Accra to Sutter. In Brooklyn, New York, where life should be better. I said the struggle is real, my friend. Poverty from LA to Miami. Even Indonesia, where they had the tsunami. Paris to London, the whole Caribbean. Who's gonna rescue the poor man? Who's gonna rescue the poor woman? The struggle is real.
Yo, telling you, man, these are some tunes right here. This is reminding me of like the vibes that my dad would play Saturday mornings while he's making some ackee and saltfish and things with some plantain.
You know the thing, Rasta.
My electricity is gone. What's the problem to keep it on? Tell me what's going on. Tell me who controls the politician and private sector. Tell me who's to blame when I put it up and there is no one time. The pressure is real. Need a poor class knows how we feel. And when they plug in the kettle, the ball, the water, when there is no power. Go in the shower to think about what they know what happened now. Struggle is real. Something most politicians won't feel. My electricity is gone. My electricity is gone. We're sending them a problem to keep it on. Tell me what's going on. My electricity is gone. My electricity is gone.
Right.
Perfect song to make a proposal to someone that you love.
I love you, baby. I love you. I need you. Can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life. Baby, I love you, need you, can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life. So before we get old, let love take control.
Alan Shaw says so good. I agree. Check out magazine.sharetheshock.ca/magazine and look at page 2 for you to see the artsy dreamer and art by the artsy dreamer,
I love you,
aka Tad.
I need you, can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life. Baby, I love you, I need you, can you be my wife? We'll be friends for life.
All right, that is an excerpt, a few excerpts from Freedom Street. I love the way I feel right now, fam. Like, for me, music is a feeling, it's an emotion, it's an energy. So to be here as the disc jockey and lose myself and be able to enjoy it as a fan,
Yes.
I appreciate it more. I don't feel like I'm daunted to play the task or like I'm obligated to play the music. You know what I mean? It's like it's a good vibe. It takes me back. It's nostalgic even, and I know it's futuristic because I've never heard it before. You know what I mean? This is definitely something you want to get beside. Masa Mojara?
Maso Masajo.
Maso Masajo.
MASOMASAJO.
All right.
MASOMASAJO.com.
Check it out.
Masajo. Maso
Maso
Masajo.
Masajo. All right.
I know
check
you can
it out.
also get it on Audio Mac. It's streaming on Audio Mac.
And streaming on Audio Mac. We'll be back with Qshan Deya just now. All right. So, Qshan,
Yes, kid.
we're here right now. This is the last segment. And usually this is where I like to flip the script. Now, when I flip the script, I give the guest the opportunity to be the host and say whatever they might have missed or, talk on a subject or even ask any questions they may have. So I know you have your instrument there with you, and I'd like to hear a little excerpt from that before we go. But yeah, you have the floor as we flip the script.
Well, I must say, the best means for the world to overcome the world difficulties is that the world be united as in a single body, thus being one single organ. Nations must find the means to heal their unhappy wounds, not by bits, but as a whole. So we all have to be united. I'm not talking about the New World Order united. I'm talking about we as one people, especially the people of Al-Kebulan, the Africans that is scattered around the world. We have to unite it, same like we have built the US of A. Marcus Garvey come and inspired us. They deported him, defamed him to kill that energy of us returning back to the land of our origin. Now come the opportunity for us here today where we can migrate and come and do the same thing that we did to build the United States of America, which is a big company that we are all, what do you call it? We are an estate on that plantation. Let us run off the plantation and come to a land where you will no longer be considered on a plantation, but you'll be treated as a king, queen, prince, and princess. Why wait until tomorrow when you can act today? Tomorrow is not promised to no one. You have the opportunity now. All that really exists is now. Time is an illusion. So if we submerge and overcome our differences within the quest for common goal, the only way the world will come together as one is when we, African people, the people of Al-Kebulan, because I don't like to use African, it's a European that give it that name. The people of Al-Kebulan, the scattered seeds of the Israelites that was scattered around the earth, because Psalms 83 talk about they will take crafty counsel against the children of Israel and scatter them so that the name may not be in no more remembrance. And now we see people fighting for a place called Israel. Israel is not a place, it's a people. And we are the Israelites. This is why they call themselves Israeli. They couldn't call themselves Israelites because they are not the true Israelites. So we are the true Israelites. So we have to come back and repair Mama Africa. Africa can do it on its own. Al-Kebulan can do it on its own. We depend on our brothers and sisters of the diaspora and the Caribbean to leave those plantations and come home. The reason why I'm saying plantation is that you will never be able to own nothing in the country where you're living right now. You will always be like a hamster on a wheel, going,
Tax.
but you're not really going anywhere. So
Yep.
in Africa, you can own stuff. I returned back to my roots, and I'm a Ghanaian citizen in less than 2 years, which is
Oh.
historical. I'm one of the 524 people that was given back their citizenship this year, November 19th, where they had a grand gala. And I was one of those that have an African name from Ghana. So I'm original. And my name goes right to the tribe called the Ga tribe, which is the first tribe to settle in Ghana. And we trace our roots right back to the Falasho Jews from Ethiopia who walk on foot. We, the dark-skinned people, or the people in Ethiopia, are not the original people you see in with the fair skin and the nice-looking hair. No, that's Semitic. So they're mixed. The real originals was us who traveled along West Africa and came and settled in Ghana. This is why we have certain traditions that we keep. So it's important for people to know that the Ashanti tribe is not the most powerful kingdom in Ghana. The Ga tribe is the first, and the first shall be the last. It's the most spiritual tribe in Ghana, is the Ga tribe. We run the city. So if you run the city and the city house, the government, who has the power? So, and my family, Kwashi, is direct descendant of such. So the ancestors has opened up their arms, and I feel honored to be here to be bearing testimony to brothers who will be running one day to come on this side when there'll be so much destruction in their path, they might not even make it on this side. So now you have the opportunity to do so. You can come to Ghana without a visa right now between now and January. Once you reach at the airport, you pay a little small sum and you can get it. So don't worry about any restrictions. You may take a flight to Jamaica. You may take a flight to St. Lucia and go to all these beautiful Caribbean islands on like tourism. But take a trip to Ghana, the gateway to the whole of Africa. There's 54 states in Africa. And Ghana was one of them that was liberated, joined with Ethiopia and the other 30 countries, because there were 32 countries that formed the OAU, Organization of African Unity, so that there could have been a United States of Africa. But that concept seemed to be destroyed because they removed the O from the OAU. Now you have African unity. You cannot have African unity unless you organize. So this is why we applaud Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger for their move, removing politics and now going back to the traditional way of life, the monarchy, because they are the oligarchy, evilarchy, Babylon, and we are monarchy. We are original and we are royalty. So people, don't wait. Time is now. Come visit the motherland and invest in the motherland so you can see the fruit of your labor. If you invest in a sinking sand, then you know the answer for that.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to build up America that tore you down, you might as well build up Africa where you came from. That being said, I have to invite you back to the Celebration of Celebrations, which is our annual New Year's Eve podcast. We do it live New Year's Eve. If you want to be there live like you were today, you're more than welcome to show up. If you want to pre-record something in the next week and send it in, that's also an option. Because of constraints, we gotta get you to play the melodica on another episode.
Oh, no problem.
But just know the man is skilled with his instruments, and that you should check out Maso Masajo. Maso Masajo. Where am I getting Majora from? Anyways, Maso Masajo.
MASOMASAJO.com. You can go there and purchase my album, or you can go stream it on Audio Mac, or inbox me and I can ship a copy to you straight out of Africa. You get it from the artist's hand himself. Support independent artists and up and coming artists.
All right. Well, we close it out now, but bless up for everybody. On behalf of Qshan Deya, this is the block saying all the best. We gone.
The block.
Big up yourself, King. You know what I mean? Respect for
love.
coming true. You know what I mean? This track right here is by the producer that I was just telling you about.
Yeah.
And that artist that I was just talking about.